Alright, welcome to Feedback
No,
Era.
no, I've changed the name.
What'd you change it to, Jemma?
I changed it to Jemma and Jayde's Jellylicious Peanut Butter Jamboree. Because it sounds tasty.
This is Feedback Era.
Feedback Era.
Welcome to Feedback Era, brought to you by...
Ladders. They'll get you high.
It's not my preferred method, but yeah.
These are so embarrassing.
It's a step in the right direction. Ladders! Shrinkage.
You said that and I thought of like a cold man.
I mean, like, food. You know, like, in a deli, when, like, because I used to work in a deli. Shrinkage?
Yes, actually, I worked at a supermarket and sometimes I would go along the candy aisle and break stuff because then I was allowed to eat it.
Yeah, and it's damaged, and then you get, so there's that clause that's kind of like, it's fine, you know. Just
That's what the cause is, just, shrinkage. It's in the induction video.
It's A with an accent on top. You know, like one of those little carrot-looking things. Shrinkage. Which is basically just the clause that is staff members just get
It's the legal
free.
equivalent of a shoulder shrug.
I like that we say so many visual things and then we have to articulate it to get it across. That's my favourite thing.
Yeah, we're like on episode 7 or 8 by now. We still haven't figured out that this is not a visual medium.
I have a feeling that this is just what's going to happen. This is what we're going to be doing, visual stuff and describing it for the rest of our days. And that's just, people are just going to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I like the idea that our listeners, so closely calling them viewers, for a second, our listeners are so, like, frustrated with us, but they can't stop listening. Because they're like, oh, they've got rumours about me.
We only get hate downloads.
Yeah. God, I hate them so much. Well, they spend
People download us just to make fun of us to their friends.
Listen to them. They think that we can see. They think we're going to go on their Instagram account. I found out that I'm a large to extra large dog, according to the cage that I was kept in.
Do you want to give that any context, or we'll just leave it as is?
Nah. Just know I've been in a dog cage.
I've seen the picture. We won't put it on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is it is on an Instagram. Just to clarify. Not ours. Let's talk about painters. Let's talk about how you were trapped outside. Let's deflect. Let's deflect real quick.
I've already told that story. I got inside. It was a great story.
And what a great story it was. On to our next segment. Something not about Jemma being in a cage.
Do you want to hear a campfire story?
Oh, okay. Luckily, I'm wearing my hiking boots and we can hike out to the campsite.
It was good that you did that. I'm wearing my hat with all the corks hanging from it because I don't want to get flies in my eyes.
Yeah, well, this time can you believe it? I left it at home again. The bug zapper, I left at home.
I bought it. I bought it with me.
Oh,
yeah. I knew I couldn't
nice.
trust you to bring it along.
Thank you.
Here it is.
Oh, so atmospheric. So this is like.
Do we have any snacks this time? I don't know.
Look, that sound effect's very hard to put in, so no, we have no snacks.
We didn't bring snacks. There's no snacks this time.
We have very silent snacks.
We do.
What's a quiet snack?
We made sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
We cut the crust off.
Yeah, they're very soft.
Yeah,
and
white bread.
Okay, yeah, so yeah. We have them, you just can't hear them.
Trust me, they're there.
Alright, logs on the fire. Let's go.
Perfect. Alright, this story, it's a very embarrassing story, but it didn't happen to me.
Good.
So, yeah.
Okay.
This is a story that happened to a cousin, one of my cousins. His name's Tyrone. He asked me not to use his last name.
So
But
what's his last
It's on the Instagram.
Oh, okay. Brilliant. Yeah, not a problem.
Okay, so this guy, Tyrone, is on holidays in Egypt, right? He's with his family, he's having a great time, he's at a restaurant, and he goes to the bathroom, and, I don't know, the food didn't agree with him or something. He's done like a giant dump, okay?
Classic overseas story.
Classic. And he's gone to flush the toilet and it didn't work. So he's arrived at a crossroads. He's like, do I just leave and pretend I didn't do this, or do I let someone at the restaurant know that the facilities have like need attention
because of me, Tyrone?
Yeah.
Insert last name.
He's decided he didn't want to just leave it, so he's gone to get a waiter. So he goes out into the restaurant, he grabs a waiter, and as they've made eye contact, he's realised that they don't share a common language. The waiter doesn't speak English. Tyrone only speaks English. So, so he just gestures for this waiter to follow him to the bathroom. And the waiter does. I have no idea why. Why would you do that?
Yeah. Did he point?
My cousin's like a grown man too. Like, we're talking about a man in his 30s. Has led this Egyptian waiter to the bathroom. He leads him in, and he points at the toilet that has the giant dump in it, and then he goes to demonstrate, so he like presses the flush button, and it flushes. Without a problem. So, this waiter from his... There's a waiter somewhere in Egypt telling his family about the time a tourist asked him to follow him into the bathroom, pointed at a to show. It's not what's funny is it's like and then just like flush the toilet.
What's great? It's like he's showing off.
Yeah.
And what's weirder is the waiter's sitting there telling his wife, just like, and then he's just we shared a moment, and I can't.
Like, from the waiter's perspective, like, what do you think he wanted?
I reckon it's got like if that happened to me. And a man like took me into a bath. First, I would not following men into bathrooms regularly, but if I
regularly,
regularly, sometimes
just a special treat.
It's an occasion. So if I'm
it's
feeling
a sometimes
a little bit,
food.
Look, if I'm feeling a little bit glammed up, I'll follow men to a bathroom. No. Treat myself nice. Gotta go look at a turd. It's a sign of strength. I birthed this. And now I flush it. I send it away. And I'm like, ooh.
I don't like the eye contact you made when you did that.
It's integral.
I feel violated.
The eye contact is necessary. You need to know how important it is to have the strength. Oh my god. Well, I'm so glad that now... So you're telling this story to me, and on a podcast in Egypt somewhere.
I'm sure this is on a podcast somewhere else.
I hope so.
It's gotta be. Like...
You know what's funny? It's a waiter. So, was he showing me that he enjoyed the meal?
Was that a compliment?
Is it a weird, like, cultural difference? Do Australians show where it went? And send it on its way as, like, a sign of respect?
Some cultures burp to show they enjoy the meal. Like, we have to go take a dump. Show the waiter.
Every Christmas, Mum's made us a beautiful dinner. And then every time someone goes to the bathroom, they take my mum into the bathroom and they go, look, there it is. All digested. Goodbye,
She gets really mad at the person who doesn't show her a shit on Christmas Day.
You know what? He couldn't give a shit. That's where the saying comes from. Fun fact. It's an Australian term.
I learned something.
Learned something today?
Yeah.
That's what the segment was, that we learned something.
There you go.
Alright, are we back?
We're back.
We're back.
We're
okay.
getting so quick at hiking.
It's like it went in a second. I need a separate mic for clicking. I click a lot.
Separate.
Well, I have to move back in order to click.
You know when you click, the sound is like your middle finger hitting the like meaty part of your hand. It's not the...
What do you... Is it not...
Yeah, look, you can't click like this.
Oh, it's like a clap.
Yeah.
It's a little clap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I don't like that. I don't like knowing that. My world
This is
gone.
very visual again.
We're just sitting here clicking. So, that is... Ah! I don't like it. Talking shop.
Talking shop.
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 You have to pop the P?
Yeah, you got it.
Shop. This isn't even popping a P anymore. I'm just making noises.
What were we talking about? Talking shop. What?
Why do we get into comedy? Short attention spans.
Yeah. We just talk and then we forget what we're talking about. Comedy. We were talking about... A while back we were talking about dudes not getting female comics. I just don't get it. What are you talking about?
They're right. We're not funny.
Yeah, no, I've never said a funny thing, I don't think.
No.
I think I heard something funny once, but I think it was just...
I tried to tell someone else, but I told it wrong, so
Yeah.
it didn't come out right.
Yeah. I think what I got wrong was just everything. So
What you got wrong was having a vagina while you said it. That's
classic.
the trick.
Saying it out your vagina is also highly frowned upon.
That came with a hand motion for people.
Which was just me opening and closing my hand like a sock puppet, but under, like, down where my vagina is.
I'd go see that show.
Oh, yeah.
We should do a split bill.
Talking vaginas.
We'll just talk out of our pussies.
Oh, yeah. We can
wonder if they're
cross-market
funny.
it to the porn industry as well, which
Hey.
is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking shop, we're planning our next... But what happened to me the other day, and this is lovely, and this gives me faith. I was at Pig and Whistle, and and this is actually one of the first times I ever got feedback for my set. And I mean, I get feedback, but it's like, before that. I did a really good gig. This gig I smashed, and I don't want to brag, but even the headliner had a hard time.
Brag, fuck it.
Yeah, I was the best that night. And I came off feeling like, wow, I think I might have been the best. That was nice. But what was even better was someone, because you feel that in your head and you're like, I could be wrong. Externally, someone said it. So as I was walking out, the bartender who's been at Pig, he's the same guy who's there a couple of times.
Yeah.
He goes, you were my favourite act tonight. And I just went, oh, thanks. He goes, no, I really enjoy the style of comedy. You seem relaxed, and he recited one of the jokes back to me.
That's nice.
And I was like, thank you. And this was a young, 20-something-year-old man, and he was saying specifically that he liked my comedy the best. Mm-hmm. And I thought, he didn't mention once, for a woman, or he didn't mention at all, I don't usually like female comedy. He didn't mention that, or he just said straight, down the line, you were the funniest comic and I liked you. And
That's
I was like,
nice. Yeah, I like that. Someone said to me recently, I like how your set builds all the way through, and that was the nicest way I've ever been told that, my jokes aren't funny the whole way.
I was like, that was a very structured,
just,
form of...
Just near the end. That was...
It's like a very backwards compliment.
Yeah.
Were they trying to bone you?
I'm happy you got some nice feedback.
Yeah, it happens every now and then. It will happen.
Yeah. Actually, I did a gig last week, and I was walking out, and a guy goes, I've got a story I think you could tell on stage. And then he just told me a story about, a broken sex toy.
Why? He could tell it.
Yeah.
I mean...
then he had a punchline as well at the end.
Was it good?
No.
Yeah, okay, so you're not stealing it.
Wasn't good.
Yeah, okay, right.
Was not good.
What? I would have just turned around and be like, why don't you say it? Men have been stealing from women for years. Don't pretend you can't. Don't stop now. Now that we can call you up on it.
Yeah.
That's me being bitter. It's nice that he thought of you.
It's nice when you get nice feedback.
So my sister's fiance came up to me, and he always gives me premises. And he goes, he was like, oh, Jemma, I saw this the other day. Because he knows I'm a comedian. Oh, Jemma, I saw this the other day on the back of this truck. It says, diesel soot gets the moot. And I was like, I laughed. I was like, yeah, okay. And he's like, you could do something with that. He's like, you can have that. And I'm like,
I love that as feedback.
thanks.
You do something with that.
I like it that they just give you something and go, and you can do something.
My dad gives me a lot of promises. He thinks he's really funny.
Cute.
And look, he is.
He is, but
not intentionally.
He's funny as a subject matter, I have to tell you.
He is, yeah. Him. Oh, he's great. He's a fun dude. Shouldn't be giving joke advice.
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me once your dad used to, like, make you stand on a table?
Yes, and with a hairbrush. Yeah, yeah. And he still thinks to this day that's how I rehearse comedy.
That is so exactly something that my dad would do as well.
Practical.
My dad would hear that and be like, that's a great idea.
He's like, why don't you do that?
Do that.
Imagine there's people there, and imagine the feedback they give you. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
It's the most, I want to say stand-up comedy is the most pure form of feedback you'll ever get, because it's exact.
I also, another random fact, if you're high-fiving someone, to make sure you never miss, look at their elbow. If you watch their elbow when you high-five, you will never miss.
I'm just going to end up high-fiving their elbow. This is the problem.
Just punch someone in the elbow.
Jayde, it didn't work. I'm arrested. Can you make bail? She punched.
Imagine getting punched in the elbow. What a bizarre thing to happen.
Ah, my weenus.
It's like, I don't think it'd hurt much.
It's the funny bones in there, is it?
I don't know where the funny bone is.
That's very sad for a comedian.
We don't have one because we're girls.
Yeah, it must be the dick.
The dick. I do find them hilarious.
I'm not funny and I don't have one. Sometimes I'm funny for a brief period when it's inside of me.
That's the trick.
You sit on a dick and you're like, hey, have you noticed that?
You get like a contact funny, like you're funnier for 24 hours after you're fucked.
It's venereal. This is why, like, women who have more sex are funnier.
That's it.
We've been in contact with Funny Bone.
We've cracked it.
Cracked it. Cracked. Sorry, before I was...
We got really off track.
Oh, yeah.
Really off track.
Why do we pretend
we're
that
talking
there's
about
a track
feedback
anymore?
and they were like, oh, you know, you're funnier after you fuck someone.
There's no track. Can we just admit that we don't know? Like,
One day we'll do a whole episode on track and we'll be like, what just happened?
Yeah, it'll be real quick too. It'll be like
it'll be over
2 minutes.
Yeah, we won't have to edit anything. Because we've had to edit a lot of shit out.
Yeah. There's parts of me that are like, I want to release little segments that are just kind of like little teasers of just stupid voices. And it's like us going just on repeat
and giggling
for
to
an
ourselves.
hour.
Yeah.
They're saying stuff to each other. Painters are communicating.
What are they saying?
I can't understand them. They're speaking in painter.
I can't understand them, but I can hear them really clearly.
So they can hear us
Which
really
makes me
clearly.
Very clearly.
You know what? Do you think that their words are like, when they speak, do you think that they mean a lot more because a painting is whether there's so every time they speak one word.
Maybe, is it like, you know how, like dolphins can communicate with each other? And to us, it just sounds like,
I think it's like,
and they've said,
we're whispering now because they're right right out there. But I think they just.
I hate doing this too because I get really annoyed listening to people talk low on podcasts.
And
like whisper, it like annoys me.
Well, get prepared to be very annoyed with our next podcast. What I think is maybe
whisper the whole thing.
Painters, they just have a lot of subtext to what they say. So they'll say one word, which means 1,000 words. So they'll say, how are you going? But what they really mean is, like, this massive backstory.
Yes. What are they doing?
I don't know. I'm scared. They're fine. They're back on the roof now.
We're going to cut all this out, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't want them to come after me.
Now we're just going to... We're gonna have to talk. We'll have to do the most fucked up segment we can think of, just to get him back on the roof. Just to get him to leave us alone.
I thought the child murdering would have got them to stay up there, but they came down for it.
There are more of them now, though. They've heard that, and now they have a buddy system.
Yeah, no, there's heaps of them out there, and some of them look like they're in a different uniform. Like it looks like there's flashing sirens, and
it's weird.
They're police. There's police here.
They're dressed up as SWAT people. That's weird. Like, did they run out of painting overalls?
Like that they sent a squat team.
A
SWAT team.
A squat team. What's a squat team? What does a squat team do? They come and just like...
They ambush people.
They just come and twerk.
They ambush people at the gym and force them to squat. That'd be a funny skit. SWAT team, and you just see these people running into this building. It looks like they're gonna arrest someone, but you don't really notice that SWAT is spelled squat. And you're kind of going, is that like a typo? And then once you realise that you get into, and there's a gym, and there's this lady just like, get down, get the full range. You're better than this, Denise.
I feel like that's a decent idea for like a personal training thing, because I feel like I would have to be like coerced into working out properly.
Oh,
So if I felt the panic
of a SWAT team,
maybe the panic would help. I'd be more motivated. I wouldn't want to say no to those people.
Yeah, because what they got guns.
They got guns.
We should start
That's the only way I do squats, at gunpoint.
Just at gunpoint, yeah, and it's just threatening. It's actual physical violence being threatened if you don't exercise. We're pretty good at
the threats already.
Yeah, no, we've got that down.
We're onto something. Someone should do this.
Someone should do that. Oh, that's so good.
You know what someone else should do? I've been thinking about this. There was a guy that I was kind of seeing. And you have this time before you've slept with each other where you're like, I hope this isn't disappointing.
Yeah, you're like, just in case the chemistry could flop.
It's upsetting when it just doesn't go well.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if there was an app like Uber that could give you, like, not detailed information, but just like a general idea
system
of how other people have found the experience.
I like a star system.
And they've got, like, you can give specific compliments on Uber, like good conversation or...
Oh, you could actually search according to
you could have, like...
techniques.
Yeah. I really enjoy hand stuff. Let's find someone... Let's
Who's
see how we rate.
Stuff. Yeah. That's really good because it gives you an excuse to go through all the things with the guy. Just be like, I review on Uber sex. Mm-hmm. Because I'm assuming that's what we're calling it now, Uber sex.
Uber sex.
Uber sex sounds like someone who comes to your house and has sex with you.
It sounds like sex with a surfer.
Yeah. Uber sex.
Uber sex.
Uber sex. Righteous. Ride the wave. Don't even care if she's on her crimson wave. I'm gonna go in, gnarly. That's a whole segment.
I feel like there would have to be restrictions though, because you don't want people who have like been ghosted or you don't want emotions to come into play with this. So I feel like it would have to be like Uber. You have to rate immediately after the ride, kind of thing.
Yes.
Before you can
in your head,
get another Uber.
Yeah,
you've just experienced it. Your honest opinion is what goes in there.
Yes, and it's like an average system. So, like, the one that's, if they get super low score or a super high score, they're like, not counted.
That was an off day.
Yeah.
Or a really good day. That's not the general experience
I want
the
general, like, how they are usually.
Yeah, I want the overall score.
Yeah,
And I think guys should have to show me before we have sex.
What do you mean by that shit?
I want to see, like, their Uber rating.
Oh, I thought you meant, like, show me. Like, they need to show me. Like,
see.
Like, they need to present to you? Like, a
dick pics are a thing that exists, so, like, I usually know what I'm getting into.
Yeah, pictures and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just more on the lines of, like, need to demonstrate, but without intercourse with you. Like, he had to get up and just,
like an airbag or something. Your air guitar? Like,
yeah, but airbag.
airbag. I think that's a thing. There's like an air sex championship.
Oh, you know what? That sounds like something that would be at Sexpo. That sounds like a real
It
thing.
does. Yeah.
Like Wii Sex. I know there's Wii Sex.
Really?
Where on one end there's a wee vagina and then there's a wee dick, and if you put the wee dick in you, it picks up on what your vagina is kind of pushing on and stuff like that, and then it emulates it in the vagina on the other end, so you can have sex with someone across the world. And it's emulating kind of. I'm assuming there's a lag.
I'm
Could you imagine
so interested in this.
Yeah, that's a real thing. So
What
it's
if
like
there was a malfunction and you like,
you're like,
are they like, should I call an ambulance or is this just a technical issue?
or like on the other end, he's like having sex with his wee vagina and talking to her on the phone, and the phone cuts out, and suddenly the wee vagina just latches onto him.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh my god, she's dying!" And calls like 911 or 00, depending what country.
It might be more important for him to call an ambulance for himself at that point.
Yeah. Well, I imagine this is a very.
It's like in an airplane, like, fix your oxygen mask before anybody else's.
Oh, I don't want to know what's going on her end. What's the worst that could happen? It takes a left. And hits an ovary.
That's really interesting.
If you hit an ovary, it comes back and hits the other ovary, and then it hits the other, like, you know, like one of those pendulums on people's desks. They click, click,
Pendulum
click,
dick.
click, click, click. Yeah, but with ovaries. Make that.
Someone should make that.
Not us.
Not us. We
No,
don't have time.
We don't have time. I don't know how to make an app.
Me neither. I don't know.
You haven't got the knowledge.
I'll help out with the survey questions. That's all they're going to get.
I will, yeah, I'll help.
Okay.
You made that joke, and then I didn't realise you made that joke, and I went to make the same joke, and I just went, oh, no, I'll just... Like, you're making a cake.
I love the fact that we're doing a podcast where even, like, the co-hosts don't listen to each other. We're doing it, and we're still not listening.
Like, you're making a cake, and I go, I'm going to make a cake, and then I look at you, and you're like, oh, you're already making the cake? And I'm like, can I lick the spoon? That's the podcast. Listener of the week.
Listener of the week. This week.
But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut up a bunch of names of all our listeners.
Okay.
I'll put them in a hat.
Alright.
I'll put that hat in a car. I'm going to drive that car off a cliff. And then the remains of that vehicle, after all the burning and all that stuff, they go into the vehicle.
Uh-huh.
With, I assume the
We'll have to hire
forensic team.
a search and rescue team for this.
After I've been tried with
Guys, it's
damage.
for a pod.
Yes, for a podcast. And they're like, oh, that's fine, Jemma. Come with us to the crime scene, site of your car. Now go into the hat that's in the car to see if there's anything left. And when I see that there's one piece of paper that hasn't been burnt up from the rubble, I pick it up. And
That's our listener of the week.
Yes, what does it say, Jade?
It says, Mr. Taylor Hurt.
Whoa!
I know, what are the chances? I really didn't think he was going to come up again this week, but he has.
Wow, I'm
this
glad.
Is getting ridiculous.
You know what's good? That whole car crash, and he wasn't hurt. Taylor, keep a lookout in the post for your complimentary fruit basket. Just kidding. We don't have money.
We do know where he lives.
Yeah, and we will kill your child. I really hope he doesn't have a kid. We gotta stop saying that.
We nearly made it through a whole one without threatening his unborn child.
So close.
What do we have against this dude?
Did I mention in the back of the car, there was a baby seat? No, that's too much.
He's a really nice guy. I don't know why we're doing this.
He's actually really sweet. Every time I've spoken to him, been nothing but supportive. And here's the thing: he's the only one who is currently being super supportive and nice. And we have to kill his kid. It's just terrible. It's terrible. We're like Rumpelstiltskin, but instead of taking his firstborn, we kill it. And turn it into gold.
Oh my god.
Jinx. Now neither of us can speak. That's how the podcast ends, actually.